Hello, dear friends. Everything secret will be exposed sooner or later, and everything hidden will be revealed and made known to all. Luke 8:17. The Galactics have always said that things will be darkest just before the shift. Opinion piece. All things will come to light. Shift is not sudden. Black precedes white. Darkness before light. Psychic shock to come. Coalition disclosure plan. Don't be afraid, be prepared. No one can say they didn't know. Let's start. I spent a lot of time telling people about the good things that await us with the shift, says Kavamur. So much so that many accuse him of spreading false hope. None of this is imaginary, and more people are realizing this truth. But sometimes it is necessary to balance the good news with important information about the dark forces. What I want to share is not scaremongering or judgment, but rather practical information that can be used to protect yourself. Time brings to light all that is hidden. There is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and nothing hidden that will not be known. The Pleiadians have always said that things will be darkest just before the shift. All of their spiritual teachings have been to prepare us for this. This is what it really means to put on the armor of God. Many people are already expressing hopelessness. I believe that social media and the constant repetition of negative content in the media are contributing to this. Many truth seekers think that knowing how they have been victimized and lied makes them more awake, but often this is what prevents them from raising their frequency and becoming more spiritually aware, as they become spiteful and resentful. And that doesn't help. I believe that once Trump returns to the White House, the dark forces will no longer have a reason to pretend that things are more or less okay. There will be no holding back. This will be their last stand. The light that covers the earth is preparing us for what is coming. A scare event. According to Media Greer, the world is on the brink of a transformation. The scare event is here and we are ready. The long-awaited moment of reckoning has arrived. Alarms that sounded loudly, whispers have turned to roars. The lesson is clear. Only on the brink of destruction do we find the will to fight for change. The battlefield is no longer limited to trenches and tanks. Modern warfare is fought in cyberspace, and we are in the middle of it. A strategic blackout could cripple communications, disrupt infrastructure, and leave millions in the dark, both literally and figuratively. This is not just about survival, but about transformation. The event is the wake-up call for the world. The wake-up call the world needs. It is not the end. It is the beginning. The time for complacency is over. This is our time. Let us rise as one force. Let us accept this event, face the storm, and emerge victorious. Stay calm. Be prepared. Stay united. The storm is here, but so is our victory. CERN. We have already said that the hidden purpose of the Large Hadron Collider at CERN is to open portals to dark dimensions that allow negative entities to enter our world through the astral plane. These entities can affect human beings in ways that are not obvious, but are experienced as conflict, depression, anger, fear, etc. This is spiritual war, and we can protect ourselves when we are aware. The Pleiadians have revealed that private rituals are being performed in secret locations where they are opening portals that bring in more dark entities. They have spoken of 4 black magicians who assist the elite. Some are public figures, and others remain hidden. Some of these rituals are being performed in remote areas of China. The Galactic Federation removes a large part of these dark entities from the astral with their technology. The problems would not be completely solved, and there would continue to be negative experiences of these entities. This means more violence and war on a global level, as well as more interpersonal conflicts. Global cataclysms and nuclear wars will not be avoided, but human free will to choose evil will not be violated. I think we are already starting to see some of this with the increase in conflicts and random acts of violence. Mind control and cloning are being used in false flag operations. Be prepared for basic emergencies. There may be blackouts and food shortages. Avoid excess negative media. Understand the spiritual tools at your disposal to protect your sacred space. Meditate to find inner peace. Remember that the soul is always safe. These are our final tests before everything changes completely. Every day we get closer to change. You will make it, and the wait will be worth it. The best is yet to come. Invasion, in quotes, in interrogations. According to Kabamur, it is clear that the dark side is incapable of carrying out a false flag alien invasion and is unwilling to confront the mysterious ships and orbs because it reveals how powerless they are. They don't believe everything you see or read. These are the times when we must look within to discern the truth. There will always be cheap imitations, but all legitimate UFOs flying through our skies are Federation ships. They want to be seen, and there is nothing to fear. With this in mind, what can be black hats do to cause confusion and fear? Cattle mutilations, creating the Havana syndrome, filming human drones spraying substances and being shot down, or spreading rumors of alien abductions from unknown ships. According to Keshe, the existence of visitors from the stars will become a reality that humanity must open up to. The Dark Ones will again do what they can to create more distractions and instill fear in relation to the presence of the Galactic Ones. They will also try to use the alien threat and claim that we don't know what we are dealing with, when in fact the Dark Elite has known this for millennia. There is nothing to worry about when it comes to the visitors, because a lot has changed in the last 20 years. The forces of light with the angelic realms are in control of the Earth and the solar system. No evil beings are allowed to enter the Earth's atmosphere. When you see the UFOs, know that you are not seeing demons, as the government know very well who they are. You are seeing highly evolved beings of light. You may call them visitors, angels, higher dimensional beings, etc. The purpose of their presence is to protect and assist humankind in rising into a new realm of light known as the fifth dimension. Flying objects identified. After almost 80 years, it is time to end the disinformation campaign that claims aerial phenomena are unknown. They have known all along what is in our skies and in our waters, but they have refused and continue to refuse to say so, according to Logan B. The coalition wants the information revealed, so it is time for people to know that these things have never been unidentified. For nearly 300 years, they have tried to erase or discredit Tartary, the giants, and the lapis lazuli from the collective consciousness. There are still some of us who refuse to let it go. We should not be concerned about ships flooding our skies and more people being able to see them. We should be concerned if people stop seeing them. This has to be the year that we see more of them, much more. I hope they become as common as airplanes and automobiles, and that people are not surprised to see them. The coalition has done more in the month of December than in previous years in plural. Don't stop. Keep up the good work and finish this. Saiga-shaped spacecraft, according to Dr. Michael Sala. On December 14th, 2024, a retired military man, JP, was taken to an underground facility in Tampa, Florida, where he was exposed to three Saiga-shaped spacecraft that are among the many about to be revealed to general public by the White Hats and other forces that make up the coalition. The craft will be the next phase in the rollout of advanced spacecraft, also known as drones, that we are currently witnessing around the world. JP describes the size of the Saiga-shaped spacecraft he saw and how they can be easily camouflaged using stealth technology that mimics the surrounding environment. It also outlines the plan to launch the spacecraft and allow them to be observed, thus preparing the general public for the even larger craft to be unveiled in the coming months. JP was told that the launch of this medium-sized Saiga-shaped spacecraft is part of an evolving outreach plan. Gradual change. The age of Aquarius, according to Kesheras. We are gradually moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. The precession of the Earth's axis slowly moves the spring equinox point from the constellation of Pisces to that of Aquarius, signifying a shift in the rallying energy over a period of time. This shift is not sudden, but the energies and aspects of the two signs will come and go in waves, blending together, with the impact of Pisces becoming less and less dominant, while the energy of Aquarius takes over and its influence begins to be felt more and more. As we rise in frequency, the wave of Aquarius floods the Earth with its energy and influence. Let's look at the image provided to see some of the changes we can expect from Pisces and into the Aquarian paradigm. Opinions. RFK Jr. exposes Gates' so-called philanthrocapitalism, which he explains is using philanthropy to get rich. According to Mike Adams, Joe Biden and the Democrats are committing maximum economic damage in an attempt to cripple the economy and cause food and energy shortages under the incoming Trump administration. According to Rinas Berhagen, the liberation of humankind is a spiritual war, both within ourselves and also around us. Therefore, the attack on the pineal gland aims to turn us into zombies without empathy and indifferent to events. Mike Adams defines 2024 as the year governments turned clones, and 2025 as the coming psychic crash where mind-blowing historical events are about to unfold. He also predicts debt default in 2025, the big takeover, digital currencies, and advises how to survive with assets intact. Jabili. According to Benjamin Fulford, it is negotiating a transition with benevolent Asian secret societies. Marco Di Mauro of the P3 Freemasons has negotiated the Gisra Jubilee with one such society on behalf of the people. They agreed on the need to create the future planning agencies, staffed on a meritocratic basis, to manage the Jubilee and the transition to the new financial system. The problem remains that, despite this new arrangement, we have not yet seen evidence that the gold that is supposed to back it actually exists. So, a basket of real-world items need to be devised to back the system. That is being negotiated. According to Michael Cowan, the concept of a debt jubilee remains controversial and is the subject of intense debate among economists, policymakers, and the general public. Although it presents a transformative solution to entrenched financial imbalances, the risks are considerable. As the world grapples with the legacy of an increasing interconnected and finally volatile system, the idea of a debt reset will continue to gain momentum, probably in some form. Geopolitics. In Canada, the walls are closing in on Justin Trudeau, and he is expected to fall in January. Regime change is also coming to the UK. Nigel Farage's Reform Party now has more members than the Conservative Party. This is happening at the same time that the petition to call a general election has gathered more than 3 million signatures. This means complete regime change in the Anglo-Saxon world. The same is happening in the rest of Europe, where a major showdown is expected to begin in January. The standoff between Russia and Western Europe began on January 1st, because that is when Ukraine has closed the gas pipelines running from Russia to Europe. This has caused gas prices to skyrocket in Europe, just as the winter cold sets in. There has also been a backlash in Western Europe. Slovakia, the main victim of this measure, has threatened to cut off electricity supplies to Ukraine if Russian gas is cut off by the end of the year. Now it seems that Germany wants to leave both the EU and NATO. The alternative would be economic destruction. On December 12, a dark, flat calm characterized by a lack of wind and sun in winter caused electricity production from wind and solar power to fall to 1/30 of demand. The high price of electricity is causing entire sectors of Germany's proud industry to collapse. Germany is heading into a general election on February 23rd, in which the main parties are promising to reverse the planned phase-out of combustion engine vehicles, propose an ambitious green hydrogen initiative, and bring Germany's closed atomic power plants back into operation. In another sign that Turkey has taken control of the region, the second meeting of the Turkey-Palestine Economic Cooperation Council was held in Istanbul on Thursday, during which delegations and business representatives from both countries met and signed a memorandum of understanding. Turkey is also establishing naval bases in the strategic ports of Latakia and Tartus. These two Syrian cities, located on the Mediterranean, have hosted Russian naval and air bases for several years. Egypt also appears to be on the verge of falling into Turkish hands. Local Egyptian media reports protests due to the economic situation, suppression of freedoms, and government corruption. China is drilling into the Earth's crust to try to access geothermal energy. This has the potential to provide almost free and unlimited energy to the entire planet, thereby condemning the oil and gas industry to irrelevance. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.